Alrighty. Damn, it's been months since I even checked my own Discord, I just realized. Twitter message requests, how many? Yep. Only one spam bot in the Twitter message requests. Splendid. Oh, booped my microphone. Why is my chat in subscribers only mode? Oh, because it's subscribers of 1 minute or longer. We don't really need that, right? Why was that even on? Because I don't imagine most of the people who are watching are going to be subscribers, so let's just edit settings. Is it customization? Subscribers. Any duration. Okay, cool. Turned off subscribers only. We'll see if that ends up needing to still be a thing. Android Discord. We got an AO. I'm not dead, boys. It's been... I don't know how long it's been since I've streamed, but my last upload was in June. So, it's been a minute. It's been a hot minute. I haven't checked my Discord in forever. Hello, yay. On October 14th, someone said missing the streams. Don't worry. Let's see. Epic remove uploads. Okay, yep, the bot still does work. Hello, yay. Let's see, choose an account, sign in. Next. Passkeys you can now, not now. Cover information. Stop it. You're signed in, not now. Please stop doing pop-ups so I can just... I remember I'm a little scam from Discord. Ah, yes. I remember that name. Yes, my Discord is functional. Will it let me close Discord now? Quit Discord. Yes, I do recall that name. See, you've announced it on Twitter. So yeah, we're just gonna go into the survival world. And we just gonna chat and stuff. While also working on decorating the memorial for my now deceased dog. Because my dog died on October 29th. And I'd started the memorial thing for it, but I haven't really got it looking good. And I definitely need to make it look really good. Because my dog deserves a good memorial in my Minecraft world. So let's wait for things to finish loading and just stop lagging immensely. God damn, why is my storage space lagging on stream? Okay, we got up to 40 FPS. Oh man. Yeah, don't worry, good things have happened too. Alright, so looks like my base is just laggy on stream for some reason. Oh, there we go. Okay, now we're starting to see in the 50 FPS range. But yeah, my shader's updated, so block lights actually give off like light temperatures and colors based off of what they are. So that's a cool thing. That's probably also gonna lag shit up, but I don't really care. I mean, I'm streaming off college Wi-Fi. I don't. If it's managing, if the stream itself is even 60 FPS, I would be really surprised. Cause yeah, I'm in college. I've been in college since like August. That's where I've been. College Wi-Fi, yeah. Yeah, I'm in college Wi-Fi. On January 8th, I'll be upgrading to apartment Wi-Fi. Stream feels smooth though. Okay, well now I'm getting 60 FPS, so yeah. But yeah. So yeah, okay, I need to trim this tree, because you are long. That's what she said. But yeah, lots of things. College, yeah, I guess there's a lot of life updates. I don't even know where I would start. So yeah, I've been in college, and obviously I've not really been uploading, because I kind of just, I don't know. So viewers who viewed the streams however much ago, I definitely already have shears in my storage system. I did not need to craft new ones, but oh well. Weeball! But yeah, viewers who've been around for a hot minute might recall the infamous Bahamas trip. I went on a trip to the Bahamas, and it was pretty much just like a week-long party. Like, every evening was pretty much just a party. It was... on paper, it was pretty miserable, but I ended up meeting a bunch of really cool people, and I learned, apparently, the people at parties with, like, I don't know, people just seemed to be a little bit drawn to me, and I thought that was just like a Bahamas thing. We'll get to that later. But yeah, ever since the Bahamas, I've kind of realized, like, oh, like, I've been kind of missing out my entire life on, like, being social and having a bunch of friends and, like, going out and doing things. So in college, it's like, I'm going to, like, pretty much no one from home, and definitely no one that I'm close to from home has gone here. I can only think of, like, 2 people, one of which I haven't spoken to since elementary school, and one of which I did meet on the Bahamas trip, but I don't really talk to it that much, because he's white and he says the N-word. Not hard R, like, but, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, so I've yet to experience all that. Yeah, I mean, oh, I guess my storage system's running. I guess I'm putting stuff into the storage system. It's being put into the storage system. Okay, I guess something in here. I guess that's why my base was lagging, because the storage... I have this chunk loader by my storage system. So that way, anytime the storage system is doing anything, there's a chunk loader, so that way I can leave and it'll still be doing stuff in the background. And also, that's why this portal is built in this weird-ass location under here, because it's centered along the chunks of my base, or of my storage room. So that way I can get everything all in once. Pretty cool. Also, somewhere I have a witch farm. It's over here. But I have a witch farm, so now I finally don't need to play with a mod that restores old raid mechanics. I still haven't deleted that mod because I'm lazy and I can't be bothered. So we still have so my raid farm still also works. But, yeah. Yeah, sorry, my brain is all over the place. But yeah, college. So, that's... Yeah, but yeah, basically why I haven't been streaming is mainly just because I wanted to... Like, I want to, I don't know, spend my evenings and stuff going out and doing things. And I have been doing that. We'll kind of get to that. And the other reason is because I have a roommate, and he usually does not ever leave the room. He's not here now. Like, sometimes on Thursday nights and Friday nights, he'll leave until, like, really late in the night. Which is nice, because then I get the room to myself. Because he insists on keeping most of the lights off, and I like to have the lights on, because I like things to be lit up and bright. But yeah, so he's not in the house. I say house, it's a college dorm. But yeah, he's not in the room right now, so I can stream. For how long, I don't know. If I suddenly switch the pause screen and end stream, it's because my roommate came back. We don't really, like, tell each other any of our schedules. It's kind of just, like, we just kind of leave the room whenever we feel like it. But yeah, this little pathway here goes to my dog's shrine. I don't really know what to do with this pathway. I kind of just, like, made the pathway, made the shrine. I want it to be in a garden. Yeah. In memory of Cooper, who has not even been dead for a month yet. I'm going home for Thanksgiving break on Monday, which is my first time actually being home, so I'll get to really feel the absence of my dog's presence in the house, so that'll be fun. That'll be a fun experience, I'm sure. Eugh. Yeah, I have not gone back home yet because home is in Florida and I am in Mississippi, and I don't have any reason or desire to go back home other than the breaks where everyone else is gone, so I might as well go too. So I have not really been able to like properly feel the absence of my dog's presence. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Yeah, not looking forward to that, not one bit. But we ball. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, going out. So yeah, that's college. But yeah, what I've learned. So also another interesting thing. An interesting thing about my college is that pretty much the only culture here is football and bars. Like, that's it. That's the only places you're going to find people. You're either going to find them at the football games, maybe the basketball games. I don't know. I don't have tickets for those, nor do I give enough of a shit about basketball to get tickets for those. I don't also care about football, but my dad bought football tickets, so it's like, I have them. I might as well go. But yeah, the only college here is football the only culture here is football and bars. And because I don't know anything about bars, I don't drink. Even in the Bahamas, where the drinking age was 18, I was the only sober one on that trip. But yeah. So I don't really know anything about bars. I just assume, and a lot of the ways these bars work, all I know about them is you have to get ID'd before even going in. So I just assume like, oh, you have to be 21 to get into these bars, because some of them you have to be 21 to get in. So I was like, okay, well, bars aren't an option. And football games, the problem with football games is they're too loud to hold a conversation, and everyone's kind of watching the football games. So it's kind of hard to like talk and meet new people when everyone's kind of focused on the footballing that is happening in front of you. So for a little bit, I was like, I don't know, I was kind of just like by myself. I had a few friends that I just kind of met through happenstance, but it was kind of few and far between. I kind of spent most of my evenings sort of alone, and it was a little bit depressing. But then, I think I posted, but I was also kind of like slightly, like, I don't know, as I was slightly meeting people, I had like a few people from school like follow me on Instagram and stuff, because I have an Instagram account, but it's an IRL account, so I'm not giving it to y'all. Because returned, I have been in college. I'm still in college, but I have an evening where I'm alone for once, and I actually feel like streaming. But yeah, so anyway, I was saying how for the first like half of the semester or so, like, yeah, as I was saying, I don't know when you got here, but the culture at my college is pretty much just football and bars. And I assumed in order to even get into the bars, you had to be 21 plus, because some of them are that way, and I just assumed that are that way. But so a while ago in my story, I posted something on Instagram like, man, sure would be nice if there was a place where where a bunch of people would actually went that wasn't a bar that required you to be 21 to enter. And someone who followed me on Instagram was like, hey, I mean, there are two places here that you can enter if you're 18 plus. You just can't like drink. I was just like, oh shit, for real? So I've already heard of the name of one of them. I just didn't know that you could enter if you were 18. And it seems like it has kind of a like mixed reputation of like some people like it, and sometimes it seems like it's kind of trashy. So I was like, I'll go to the other one that I haven't heard of, but I don't know. I mentioned I was going to go to the other one. People were like, yeah, that one's good. That one's good. So I went there, and now that is like completely, like legit, just finding the place where, like one of the places that people actually go that you can be 18 and enter. It's actually, I mean, my friends are like 16, and friends of mine who drink say that it tastes like nail polish. Man, I used to think drinks are super cool. I know you can get drunk and you can feel kind of whatever. Drunk people are confusing, man. That's a whole different story. Drunk people are confusing. Also, I think I said I was going to do productive stuff this stream, but I'm not good at being productive and talking, and I have a lot of talking to do, because it's been some months, and life has happened. So I'm probably just going to be, like, parkouring around. This is basically just going to be a just chatting stream. But yeah, I've actually been, like, going kind going crazy socially sounds weird. That sounds like I've been actually doing things. Like, no, I literally just like go to this place. It's like a bar / club thing. Like, they have like a dance floor and cool laser light show things and a DJ, and it's actually pretty good for meeting people because it's like a dedicated social environment where you're going there to be social and have fun. And I don't know, something about a dance floor with people who have a little bit of alcohol in their system just make them like more willing to approach people. Like out in the wild, if you're just like on the street, you're not just gonna like approach somebody high because it's like, what if they're just minding their own business? But it's like, no, you're in the club. Like if you're in the club, it's kind of just like expected that you're gonna be you kind of just have to expect that people are going to approach you. So it's like, I don't know, it's an environment that's very like pro just going up to people and saying hi. And a lot of people come up to me and say hi. And like the first night I went there, a girl came up to me and said hi, and what she said is, I remember sometimes I see on Twitter, like, what's the best compliment you've ever gotten? And I now have a definitive answer to that, because the first time I went there, a girl just came up to me and was just like, hi, and introduced yourself. And she later said, like, yeah, no, I saw you from a distance, and you just look like I could just tell you were super sweet, and I wanted to be your friend. I was just like, oh, that's actually, like, the sweetest thing anyone's ever said to me. I mean, I didn't say that part. I was like, oh, thank you. I think, I don't remember what I said, but yeah, we're friends. And then she and her friend group she introduced me to the whole friend group, and immediately the friend group was like, oh my gosh, Rambo, hello. Like, I don't know, they just, like, platonically fell in love with me. I still ain't got no bitches yet, well, no, we'll get to that later. TLDR, maybe or maybe not have a date planned in the upcoming, like, couple weeks or so. Maybe. I don't know. We'll get to that one later. But, yeah, so yeah, I ended up kind of learning, like, oh, like, cause I don't know how I'm perceived by complete strangers. Like, I just assume I'm probably, like, a little bit awkward. Like, well, I mean, I am generally pretty awkward, so I just assume they're like, oh, like, this guy's probably, like, awkward or something. But no, apparently the autism swag is just real, and people are like, oh, he seems like he's really nice. Let's go up, approach him, and to be friends with him. And I guess this is what had happened in the Bahamas, which was, like, again, basically just a week of partying every evening, and also people had a little bit of alcohol in their systems. I guess, I don't know, when people are in a party setting and they have a little bit of alcohol in their systems, they see me and they're like, oh, this guy's approachable. And I guess when they're in the party settings and they have a little bit of alcohol, they're like, yeah, I'm gonna approach this man. So, yeah, so I've been going to that place, like, every week. It's usually just once a week. However, there were 2 weeks where I went more than one times in a week. One time was the week that my dog died. I don't know. I feel like if your dog dies, you're kind of allowed to just try and, like, have an extra night at the club just to forget about it. And then the other one was basically just a lot of really convenient financial stuff, because normally you have to pay $20 to get in, and that's if you're early to get there, which I am. They announced on Instagram, like, oh yeah, by the way, banding's happening, and, like, today at this time. They announced, not last minute, but, like, last few hours-ish. And so yeah, because I have nothing else to do, I just drive there and get there like 30 minutes early, and then I'm like one of the first people to get banded, and it only cost me $20. But there was 1 week where I was just really lucky financially. Like, I just got good deals. I ended up only having to pay $10 for 4 whole visits that week. Normally it's one visit for $20. But I got 4 visits for 10 because I just got really lucky for finances. So the first thing that week was No Cover Tuesday, which is where you could just get in for free. They just announced, like, oh yeah, by the way, today's No Cover Tuesday. And I was like, oh, okay. So, yeah, I got in for free. And then the other one, the second day, this was Wednesday, which is one I'd already paid for in advance, because there was, like, an event there that was hosted through basically a different thing. Basically, it was only $10 if you paid for a ticket really early, and I did because I'm just on that timing. And then Thursday was the third day in a row. Not a good idea to do more than one in a row, by the way. Just wouldn't recommend. But yeah, third day in a row was ladies' night, so ladies got in for the first 50 ladies got in for free. So my best friend here is a girl, not like in a relationship way. She is gay. We're just best friends. But I was just like, oh hey, by the way, the club's doing the thing, and I know what time it is, so I could get it. That's there early, and you would be one of the first 50 people, and you could go to the club for free. And she was like, okay, bet, let's do that. And she was like, and because she has a job, and also she's just really nice, like she's employed, and she'd just gotten paid, and I am not employed. So she was like, oh yeah, I mean. So, yeah, she didn't have to pay cover because she was one of the first 50 ladies because I'd be getting us there early. She was like, I can pay your cover if you want. And I was like, yes, please, yes, please. So basically got in there for free. And then on Friday wasn't the day that I went because I needed a break. And also, I have friends that I play Nintendo Switch games with every Friday. So I was like, okay, I don't need to go to the club because there's there's an option that doesn't involve me being alone in my lonely in my room. Well, not alone because my roommate doesn't ever fucking leave, but not lonely. But I checked my mail and I ended up getting like a card from my grandparents that also contained $20. It was just like a keeping in touch card because like I don't know, October's too early. It was like Halloweenish season, a little after Halloween. It was like November. It still is November, but at the time it was like November, so it wasn't a birthday card or a Christmas card. My birthday's in April, but yeah, basically it was a free $20. So I was like, okay, well, free $20 for the club. So that one was also basically free. I mean, it was technically 20 of my own dollars, but it was an unexpected $20 that was given to me. So it was basically my grandparents paid for it. But yeah. So yeah, those are the only instances in which I spend more than one day a week at the club. But then also, my most recent on my fourth day of the 4 club visits in a week was on a Saturday, and on that Saturday it was particularly packed. And because it was the first day in a row, like there was a day of not going to the club in between, so it kind of reset the cycle. I've noticed things just tend to go wrong, like when you have more than one day in a row. Like 2 days in a row, you kind of start having like 2 days in a row. I notice I just start feeling kind of anxious. And I don't know, people just aren't as like coming up to me as usual. And then the only time I've ever done 3 days in a row was this one week. And on the third day in a row, people just, like, barely any people showed up. I mean, enough to where I was still able to make friends and meet people fucking somehow. Which, I mean, I'm kind of proud of that. I'm kind of pleased with that, given that there was, like, no one there and I still made friends. But yeah, so Saturday was the first day in a row. So that's, the first day in a row is always the best, because that's when I just generally have the best luck. And yeah, I ended up just, like, I met, like, a bunch of people, but there was one in particular. So a little bit of backstory. Earlier that week, so the sorority houses do like I think most of them so far, I don't think all of them have done this, but like I imagine they will at some point. But most of them do these little things where it's like, oh, you know, you pay $7 for a ticket and you get to come to the house and like snack and socialize with people, and it's pretty nice. And I go to all of those because new place to meet new friends. Also, I'd started going to these before I knew about this club place, so before that was like the only way I could like be with a large amount of people. And even then, I've had some success with meeting people through those and some unsuccessful ones. I don't know. It depends on sorority. But yeah, so I'd gone to one of these on I think it was Thursday. I'd went to one of these, and like at this particular one, like I guess some people came up to me. Like I think there were like a group of 3 people that noticed I was just kind of awkwardly sitting alone, because that's just kind of what I do. I sort of awkwardly exist alone. And then at one point I was folding up a bunch of the paper napkins into boats, and like 2 people came up to me and said hi when I was folding the paper napkins into boats. And eventually a mean lady, well, she wasn't like mean, I don't know, but she told me to stop. She basically told me to stop making boats because, I guess people need to use the napkins. I mean, you can still use the napkins in boat form, but I didn't really feel like arguing. So I was just like, okay, I guess I was not making boats. And then I took the remaining napkins I had in my napkin stash and continued making boats in a secret table that was like behind a corner. It was funny. But yeah, at this specific event, it it wasn't the least successful social event, but it wasn't like the most. It was just kind of like, okay, I had brief discussions with a few people, but like in the days following that event, a lot of people from the sorority were just like, oh hey, I remember you. You were at insert event name here, and I was like, yes, I was at that. But yeah, on Saturday at the club, one of these people came up to me from that and invited me to dance. I was like, okay, yes, I will do that, because I was by myself at the club. I didn't happen to be with anyone, so I was just like, okay, pretty girl inviting me to dance. You're not gonna say no to that. I'd be stupid if I did. So we danced, and a lot of like she's holding my hand like a lot. Like, it's kind of funny. Like she'll hold my hand for a few like we'll be holding hands for a few seconds just because dancing, and then like we'll stop because I don't know. I guess that's just, like whatever dance move she's about to do doesn't involve us holding hands, and then she'll go back to holding my hands again. And it's kind of just a cycle of that, and then and at one point during the dance, she's like, "Oh, yeah, by the way, on Tuesday there's a lunch at there's a lunch at the sorority house, and I would love if you join me." And I was like, "Yes, I would love to do that." So it's like, oh, lunch at lunch, a pretty girl is holding my hand a bunch and inviting me to lunch, and then eventually, like some other people who live on my dorm floor and I guess recognize me because they've seen me around. They wanted me to come join them. So I was like, oh, so I told this girl like, oh, these people are summoning me, like, and she's like, oh, you can go say that. Like, yeah, you like, yeah, okay, like, yes, you can say that. And I was like, no, like, would you like to move? Like, I don't want to leave you. I just want to go into that direction with them. She was like, oh no, I can't really do that, but yeah, and then she like hugged me, like she hugged me goodbye, and then she stopped, and then she hugged me goodbye again. And she was like, yes, but yes, lunch, definitely. And then she also reiterated lunch again. So it's like, okay, yes. But yeah, we added each other on Instagram. And then I think on like Monday morning, I was like, oh yeah, by the way, like if the lunch offer's still up, yes, I would still love to do that. And then she's not like the most she's not very quick to respond to texts, but she did respond like that afternoon and was like, oh yes, I would still like that. Here's the time. Does this time work for you? And I was like, yes, I will do that. I just have to make my own food first, because shout out acid reflux. But yes, I will be there. And then on Wednesday morning, on Wednesday morning, like an hour before, I was in class and I got a text from her that was just like, okay, so she was like, hey, I'm so sorry, but I woke up really sick, and then tomorrow, or no, Tuesday was lunch day. Wednesday is when she had to leave, because, yeah, I mean, yesterday was Wednesday. Actually, is it still yesterday was Wednesday? Yeah, 30 minutes. 30 minutes. But yeah, so she was like, but yeah, so Tuesday was lunch day, and she was like, so I'm so sorry, I woke up really sick this morning, and I have to leave for my hometown tomorrow, but when I get back, I would still love to do lunch. So, yeah, basically, I have a pending lunch, maybe a date. Don't know if it's a date or not, that was never specified, and honestly, I don't want to ask and scare her away. So we'll figure it out until then. I did end up sending a message like, oh, maybe in the meantime while we wait, maybe we could like just do like a video call over lunch or something. Don't know if that's weird or not. I don't know if that's a thing people do. I've never been in the situation before, so I don't know if that's a normal thing people do. But yeah, she has not yet seen that message. She's very bad at looking at messages. Well, no, not very. I've had worse. I have had worse, but I don't know, I'm sure she'll see it eventually. Actually, let me just check. Have I been left on scene? I have not. She just has not seen it yet. She's not great at reading messages. But yeah. And then I also mentioned earlier the person who like saw me from a distance and who was like, "Oh yeah, you seem like nice and sweet and I want to be your friend." She also brushed her hands through my hair as we were saying goodbye, but like that was just a platonic thing. I don't know. You can kind of, I don't know, the vibe was just different. Like, yeah, that one just seems like it was platonic, but still, I got to feel the touch of a hand through my hair, and that was just a singular tough block. Oh, because I guess this was a tough cave that I mined out. Also, I don't know why I'm mining these ores. They're glowing. I see glowing ore and I have to mine it. I'm a child. But yeah. So I am maybe going on a date in a couple weeks. Because next week is Thanksgiving break and I'm going to be in Florida for that entire time. Well, not the entire, I mean Monday through Friday. So I'm going to be in Florida Monday through Friday. As is she, maybe, probably. I don't know what her vacation timetable is. I don't know. She hasn't yet seen the message where I said, like, oh yeah, I'm going to be in Florida from this time period. So, we don't know. But yeah, I'm guessing, because, like, there's one last week of classes in a couple, like, after Thanksgiving week, there's still 1 week of class, and then there's finals week. And I feel like she'd probably be here for that. And after that, the semester ends. And then I go home for 3 weeks because I'm moving out of the dorm at the end of this semester, so I can't, like, stay in the dorm because I'm moving to an apartment, and they're basically gonna kick me out by noon on December 14th. So from the 14th to January 8th, I will be, well, technically no, I leave for home on the 14th, and then I come back here on, like, the 7th of January, and then I move into my apartment on the 8th. But yeah, all this to say, it's gonna be, like, a couple weeks until the maybe a date goes down, which is a little sad. I am quite bummed about that, but honestly, like, people tend to cancel plans with me a lot. Like, stuff just always comes up. Or, like, I don't know, stuff just always comes up, or people just, like, go ghost on plans. So you know what, to have her message me, like, in actual good, like, I don't have to ask, like, hey, are we still on for this thing, by the way? Like, for her to, like, say it without me having to poke and prod for that, and also to make an effort to reschedule. Like, that's honestly the best planned cancellation I've gotten, so you know what? We'll take it. And also, so yeah, I mean, I still am, like, bummed that instead of going on maybe a date yesterday, I now have to wait, like, 2 weeks for a maybe a date. But, you know, we ball. Also, this is a tough patch I can mine. Probably not a great one, because the bedrock is, like, right there. But free tough blocks. I think you are dead. No, I'm alive. Source, trust me. Source, trust me, bro. It really be like that. But yeah. I'm maybe going on a date. Maybe. I still do not know. But yeah, I'm not gonna go out to the club this weekend. I'm not gonna go out to the club until the maybe a date happens, because I kind of want to, like, I don't know, if this is gonna be something, then it really just doesn't, like, I don't know, I just want to see how things go with her before attempting any clubbage again. Because, like, I don't know, that just in my heart just feels like the right, I don't know, that's just where my head's at. And also this week, I'm pretty sure tomorrow people are gonna start leaving. Like, my roommate packed his bag today. You're going on a date, but aren't you he, she, they? I mean, I can still like women while also dressing like women sometimes. Why are you going on a date? Well, we don't know if it's a date yet. That is not information that I yet know. I just know I was invited to lunch by a pretty girl who held my hand a lot when we met. And also hugged me, like, twice in immediate rapid succession, because it was like, I don't know, hug twice sounds pretty normal, but it's like, the way it was, it's like, she, like, we hugged, and then she let go, and then she was like, nope, actually, I don't want to let go yet, gonna hug again. So it was like one of those deals. So, the word date was not said, we don't know if it's a date, that's all the information we know. Although I will say, I did ask, like, way in the beginning of the year, I asked a girl, like, in the beginning of the semester, I asked a different girl that I kind of liked, like, hey, you want to, like, grab a lunch sometime? And she did leave me on red, so I feel like it can be assumed that going for lunch could be interpreted as date. Because she was my friend, so why would she leave me on red for that? So yeah. See, I kind of just need Thanksgiving break to just kind of go by. Like, just go speed through. Like, go fast. So I can maybe go on a date. But yeah, I'm excited about that. Diamonds! I don't know why I'm mining for diamonds, that seems like a good thing to do. Let's see, has anything else interesting happened? I mean, not a whole lot of things that are interesting have happened. I mean, I really can't think of a whole much that's happened that's interesting or worth sharing. Oh wait, no, I can think of one thing. I think I mentioned something earlier about like alcohol. Drunk people are complicated. I'll get to that. I'll get back to that later. Well, it is now later. So, while I was at the club, one time, this was on a different Saturday. There was this one girl that I'm friends with. Like, we met on Instagram kind of like at the beginning of the summer, and we sort of like talked briefly, because she also plays Minecraft. I am not dead, ChainYT, that is correct. But yeah, but like, I don't know, I don't really like know her that well. Because we've only just kind of like talked on Instagram, and anytime we tried to make plans, they just wouldn't go through. Because she's one where it's like, we'll establish a plan, and then just didn't show up, and waited until a whole shit ton of time later to be like, oh yeah, sorry, I couldn't make it that day, I had to go home, or I had to like surprise go home. And it's like, okay, I mean, you could have texted me that, so I didn't just go to this event alone, but whatever. But yeah, so point being, we're friends, but we're not like super close friends, and that will be relevant here. But yeah, while I'm at the club, like, we just bump into each other, and she's like, oh my gosh, rmbu, it's insert name here. And I'm just like, oh hey. And she's like, she's like, she's drunk enough where I can tell, like, I mean, I don't want to say where I can tell she's drunk, because, like, it's at the club. I kind of just assume everyone's in there has had something to drink. But, like, she's visibly drunk. It's like, you can, like, even if without the context of the club, I would be like, oh yeah, this girl drunk. She has consumed substances. Also, is that thing of tough in the beacon field? Not really. But yeah, so she's come up to me, and she was just like, oh my god, hi, I love, like, not like romantic I love you, just like, people say, girls tend to say I love you in a platonic way a lot. So it was just like one of those. It's just like, oh cool. I am glad, I am glad that you enjoy my existence, I suppose. But yeah, she just got to talking to me, is just like very happy to see me, and kind of drunkenly just very happy to see me. And she also just kind of mentions like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm gay. I haven't told anyone this. You're the first person I'm telling. I'm kind of because another fun fact, like, she's in a sorority, which is like she's a blonde girl in a sorority. So like, it's kind of assumed that she would be straight. So she's like, I'm living a lie, and no one can know because my parents would disown me. So you're the only person who knows. And I'm just like, oh, okay, cool. Like, I think I was like, oh, that cool. I have a lesbian. I have a bisexual friend who's a girl. I can give you her information, because I don't really know what to do, but I do know that my bisexual friend is like also would like to start dating. I mean, she's bisexual, but she and I are both coming to the realization that she's like is like 99% women, 1% men. Like, pretty much just a full-on lesbian at this point. But yeah, but yeah, at this point she hasn't, like, my friend hasn't, like, bisexual friend hasn't like said this, but I kind of realized, like, but she has said like she's like looking more for women. Like, I don't know, she's just in a woman mood right now, I guess is the best way to describe it. But yeah. So I'm like, okay, cool, I'll send you my bisexual friend's information. And she's like, okay, cool. Because, like, I mean, I like, aside from the fact that they are both into at this point I am under the assumption that they're both into women. That, like, aside from that, like, knowing them, like, they did seem like they genuinely would kind of hit it off, because I don't know, like, they both play Minecraft and stuff. So it's like, oh, okay, well, here's my friend's info. So I, like, DM her my friend's info, like, oh, hey, by the way, this is my friend's info, and, like, shoot your shot, queen, and also, like, don't worry, your secret's safe with me. And then, so in the morning she texts me, like, what secret? And I was just like, you remember you drunkenly came out as lesbian to me? She's like, oh, what? No, I don't know why I said that. I don't know. I drunk moment. No, I'm not gay. I don't know what I was thinking. But so I was just like, oh, okay, that's awkward. But, like, now we're both past it. She understands. But, like, yeah, that was a funny thing. People in alcohol are complicated. But, like, I kind of feel like maybe she actually really is gay, though, and she just, like, realized that drunk her came out before sober her was ready to, so she was just kind of backtracking on it, because, like, I don't know, I don't know, she would, like, it may have been, like, a lie, but it was so, like, oddly specific and drawn out. Like, there was, like, I don't know, like, the whole, like, I'm living a complete lie, and and the mentioning of, like, my mom or my parents would disown me, and, like, the emphasis on, like, no one can know, like, I don't know, it seemed a little too real, but I don't know, I'm not gonna say anything about it. This is her can of worms now. If she does decide later she's ready to come out, then, like, she can do that. I'm not gonna say anything to her about it. I'm just gonna live my life and pretend this never happened. And if she wants me to do otherwise, she can say so. But yeah, so yeah, alcohol is complicated. Oh, and then the other complicated alcohol complicated thing, because, again, I'm learning that people are, I don't know, alcohol just does weird things to people. So another thing is this, also, potentially gay friend, by the, like, towards the end of the night, like, I noticed she was literally, like, stumbling around. So it's like, oh, this girl drunk. So yeah, I don't know, that just seemed relevant. But yeah, anyway, different day at the club. I think when was this? I forget which visit this was. But on one of the visits to the club, I was like, you know, I was dancing like a group of friends, and one of them was this girl, and she was, like, I don't know, she was just particularly, like, dancing with me a lot. Like, I don't know, she was just very, like, insistent on dancing with me. And, like, she also did, like, a lot of the holding hands, or, no, I think it was mostly just, like, wrapping arm around shoulder, like, kind of as friends do. And maybe a little bit of hand holding, but, like, I don't know. It didn't feel the same as a girl I may be going on a date with. I still don't know if I'm going on a date with her. I don't know if it's a date or not. But yeah. So, but yeah, different girl who I don't think I've really spoken to. But I don't think I've really spoken to since. But yeah, so we're dancing, and at one point she has her, like, arm wrapped around my shoulder. Like, yeah, and we're kind of dancing in that formation. And I guess someone, like, bumps into me, because it's a pretty tightly packed dance floor. And, like, there's people dancing, and also a lot of these people have alcohol in their system, so, like, people aren't very well coordinated. They're gonna, like, trip a little bit and, like, bump into you. That's just kind of par for the course, but someone bumped into me while she had her arm around me, so it kind of, basically there was sort of a ripple effect of, like, I sort of lost my footing for a second, and that caused her to lose her footing, and then she spilled her drink a little, but then things kind of went a little bit sour, because we went from, like, one second, like, we were, like, friends. She was very insistent on dancing with me. Not not in a romantic way, I think. Like, I don't know, just a friend, like, yeah, this one's my best friend, this one's the one I want to dance with. It went from that to immediately, like, now she's pissed at me for something that I didn't do. Like, someone bumped into me, and that caused the ripple effect of her spilling her drink. Like, I did not do anything, so I didn't realize I had done anything, because I hadn't done anything. So like, it just goes from 1 second she's like, it just goes from like 1 second we're friends to next second she's just like pissed at me for no reason. I'm like, what the fuck? At this point I'm just like freaking out because it's like, oh god, like a girl is mad at me and I don't know why. And well, I mean she told me why, but it wasn't like a thing that I had did. So it's like, oh god, this girl's like pissed the fuck off at me for something I didn't even like do. Like, oh god, what do I do? Like, help. So yeah, that was kind of scary. But then apparently she was also like very pushy about, apparently she has like a rule where like, if someone spills my drink, they have to buy me a new drink, which, like, okay, makes sense in theory, but like, if it's that, like, if it's that big of a problem, and also a drink there is like $14, so I mean, I assume that's expensive. I don't know. I don't drink. I don't know drink economy. But that seems expensive. So like if you're not in a position where you can afford spilling a drink, maybe don't hold your drink while on the dance floor that's kind of packed where people are constantly bumping in. Like, your drink's just gonna spill in that environment. Like, it's just gonna happen. Like, I think it's happened. Like, I think I've had a couple times where people have spilled their drinks on me. And like, they were like really sorry about it. I'm like, nah, it's all good. Because, like, I don't know, I'm not drunk enough to be, I don't know, I've never been drunk. I don't know if I would be an angry drunk. Probably not. I'm just a chill motherfucker like that. But, like, I wasn't angry enough. Like, I don't care. I was like, nah, it's all good. I'm wearing sweatpants because I don't have any nice pants. Like, I do not care if you spill anything on these. It's, like, it's all good. But, like, yeah. Drink spill just gonna happen. But, yeah. She was just like, oh. Like, she was just, like, she was, I don't know if it was technically yelling, because, like, but, like, I don't know, in a kind of raised, angry voice, she was like, yeah, no, you have to buy me a drink, like, you're gonna buy me a drink now, you have to buy me a drink, and I was like, I don't have spend $14 on a drink for a girl money, I don't have that, I don't even, I would not even, like, buy, like, right now, I wouldn't even buy a drink for a girl if it was a girl that I, like, was meeting and I liked. Like, I wouldn't even do it as like a hit-on-y type of way. Like, I don't have the money for that. Like, no, the only way I'm buying a drink for a girl is if we are like officially dating, like we are in a serious item, and then maybe I would. But like, no, I don't have that money. I mean, like, I have money in my bank account, but not enough to where I can just go like letting it disappear carelessly. Like, I kind of would like every cent I spend to like benefit me in some way, and this would not do that. But eventually I caved in because she was stressing me the fuck out, and I was like, okay, will this quiet her down? Will this make her forgive me? And then I take a second to just kind of process whatever the fiddle fuck just happened to me. And then once I kind of finish processing things, I kind of just make my way back to the group, still sort of just like dazed and just what happened to me. And then at this point she's dancing with her friends and she just hits me with the like, you need to go. And I'm just like, what? And at this point I'm just confused because like I did the thing you asked me to do. Like, I paid for a drink that was spilled that wasn't even my fault really that it spilled, but I paid for a new drink for you anyway, like, because you wouldn't stop asking me to. Like, I did the thing you wanted. Why do I need to go? Why is this not, like, why are we not back to friends again? I did the thing you wanted. But eventually, so I just kind of, like, give her a confused look, because I'm just kind of confused at this point. Like, the fuck? What is going on? And then she's just like, no, the cops, like, the cops are here. You need to go. And I was just like, what? Like, okay. At this point, like, I was already kind of ready to leave, because, like, I don't know, I'd met, like, quite a few nice people. I don't know, I met, like, a couple really nice, like, quite a few, like, really nice people to the point where I felt, like, satisfied. Like, yeah, I feel like I got my $20 worth. I'm like ready to leave, and I think I'd even said to my friends like, "Hey, I'm ready to leave now." They were like, "No, don't leave," and I was just like, "Okay, I guess I'm stuck here." So I was ready to leave anyway. So I was like, "Okay, I guess I'll just leave. I guess I don't." Okay, and then I noticed. I don't even know why, because I wasn't even committing any crimes. Like, I had not held any drinks. I had not consumed any drinks. A drink was purchased under my card, but it wasn't, like, I wasn't the one who was, like, ordering the drink. Like, it was a girl who, as far as the bartenders were aware, was 21. And it was just my money. It was only my money she was using, not, like, my identity or anything. But... And also, like, I didn't have a fake ID or anything, because, again, I don't drink, and I don't really, so I have no need for a fake ID. Like, I don't know. I wasn't committing any crimes, so I didn't really have any reason to be scared of the cops. I figured, like, I don't know, maybe they're just, like, I don't know, sure, fucking, whatever, man. At this point, my brain's just, like, frazzled, so just, like, whatever. And then I notice as I'm leaving, like, she seems in no urgency to be also leaving, so I'm pretty sure she just wanted me gone and decided that, I guess, me being freaked out, like, scared, was like a red flag or something. I don't fucking know. People are weird. But yeah. So yeah, drunk people be a little bipolar, I guess. That was what one of my friends said when I was recounting the event. She was just like, yeah, drunk people are a little bipolar. I was like, oh, I mean, yeah. That tracks. But yeah, I don't know. That was scary. Thankfully nothing else of the sorts has occurred again. Everyone else that I've met has been super nice. It's been pretty good. I also, this one isn't super recent. This one isn't that recent anymore. It's still something that's interesting to me. There's one time, so my car, because I did bring my car to college with me, because, I mean, for those who are not new here, I got a 2004 BMW 3 Series, and it's my baby, and I love it, and it's so fun to drive. So of course I had to, like, get a parking pass and bring it with me. It's supposed to be a 10-hour drive from where I live, where I live in Florida to where I live here, but I only did it in 9 hours because there was, like, literally no one on the road half the time, so I broke so many speeding laws. If you're a law enforcement, I'm talking about in Minecraft. I'm simply talking about the distance from my starter base in this world to my main base in this world. Definitely. Totally not referencing any highways in Arizona. But... Or not Arizona, fucking Alabama. Wrong state. But, yeah. This fucking, what was it? Yeah, so, I rode my car, anyway, oh yeah, point was, my car's parked in a parking garage that's, like, I don't know, probably about a building or two's length away. Yeah, like, 2 building lengths away. No, actually more like 3 building lengths away from where I live, but there's also, like, stairs on the walk there. Point is, and also I live on the 5th floor of my residence hall out of 5 floors, so that's a long elevator ride. Point is, there is a very slight walking commute between my car and my place of living, but enough to where you really don't ever want to, like, because I have to do groceries, because I can only eat certain foods, and none of them are on the meal plan, so I have to go to the grocery store. But also they force you to pay for a meal plan that I don't even really use because I can't. Maybe add the fucking grocery store to the meal plan. How about that? Because there's, like, no fucking, like, healthy food included in the meal plan. It's all, like, fast food shit. Like, yeah, if you want any sort of, like, actual good sustenance, you have to fucking pay for it with your own money by going to the grocery store, because none of the grocery stores are on the meal plan, even though the one that I go to, the Kroger, it literally has, like, a fucking artwork of the college campus, and like stuff related to the college in it. Like, oh no, sport the college paraphernalia and even have a dedicated merchandise section for my college. But no, but yeah, no, don't add to the meal plan. Still make me have to pay my own goddamn money for food. Sorry, that's a side tangent. They should add the grocery stores to the meal plans. I think that would be wise. I guess we can just use meal swipes on groceries. Maybe consider that, you dumb fucks. But anywho, so it's enough a walk to where it's long enough to where you really don't want to have to do 2 trips. So there's one time where I ended up I pretty much just grocery shop, like whenever I run out of stuff, I just go to the grocery store and shop for it. And there was one day where I happened to run out of a bunch of stuff at the same time. So I had quite a few grocery bags, and one of them was water bottles, so it was heavy. And I was like, kind of like, I don't know, it was very clearly a workout having to carry all these bags. And these 2 girls who were like also headed towards like from the parking garage to their dorms, one of which apparently drives a Mercedes G-Wagon, I would later learn. But they see me visibly struggling, and we're just like, oh hey, would you want help carrying the bags? And I'm like, yes, please help, thank you so much. So they help carry the bags, and the interesting part isn't really that, because I don't know, if people just tend to be nice here. That's sort of why I picked this college, because the people here are just nice like that. But the interesting part is that, so my specific building is a co-ed dorm, like boys and girls can live in it, but boys and girls live in separate hallways, each of which are separated by like the lock system where you have to scan your ID and go in. But these 2 girls who did not know who I was, had never met me before, and also like sometimes I cross dress and paint my nails, but I was wearing like full on straight man clothes this time, and like my nail polish was so chipped that you would not. I think I only had like 1 nail that actually had any polish left on it, and it wasn't like super visible. So like I was a dude that you could reasonably assume is straight, and a dude that they had not met. And not only were they willing to go like I thought they were just going to go up to the door of my residence hall. No, they were going to go into the building with me. Like, oh, okay, you're going to go into the building that is basically the house of this man you've never met before. And they were even willing to go into the boys' hallway and carry them at least up to my door. Maybe even go inside the room. I don't know. I sort of just, once we got to the hallway, I was like, oh yeah, I'll take it from here. My door is just like the second door on the right, which is true. It is. But also, I just, like, I didn't want, I don't know. I didn't want any pressure on them, like, to feel like they had to be in the boys' hallway. I don't know which dorm they live in, so I don't know if they even knew it was an only boys' hallway, but, like, I don't know. I just didn't want to, like, put that on them, so I was like, no, I got it from here. But they were willing to go into the boys' hallway, where only boys live, to carry the groceries of a man they do not know to his room. Maybe they would have even come into the room. I don't know. But like, I don't know, that was just interesting to me, because like, damn, I looked like I didn't look like particularly, like I am straight, but like I don't always look the part, because I like to dress, because I shop in the women's section at Walmart, because they got heat there. I do not care. Women's clothes just look good, even on people that aren't women. Fight me. But I wasn't wearing any women's clothes this day because it was laundry day, so I just wore like some straight guy clothes that I didn't care about. But like, I was a straight looking man who they have never met before, and yet like I still was perceived as like, yeah, this one's probably safe enough to just go into his house despite not knowing him, which was also a very nice indirect compliment. So I'm glad, like, I'm glad I'm perceived as such, but like, also, girlies, your safety, you probably shouldn't be going into the living places of men you do not know. Like, that's not safe. Sometimes, I don't know, it depends on the guy, but just assume not safe unless proven otherwise. But like, yeah, I don't know. I'm glad I'm perceived as not a threat to safety. I mean, very much not a threat to safety. I feel like someone has to be like, Like, not just, yeah, this person's probably fine. Like, I feel like it has to be a very definitive, like, yeah, this person's fine. Like, this person is definitively safe feeling or whatever in order to go into their house without knowing them. Like, I don't know. So that's a compliment to me. Like, I don't know, to me, that's like the best compliment is that, like, without knowing me. Okay, the damage tick scared me because I thought I've had this thing blow up on me once before. And I was worried it was about to happen again, but we're fine. And then I think it was these. But yeah, like, I don't know. I very much, like, I don't know. I am a safe person. I want people to be safe around me. Like, I don't know. I don't know why I have such, like, a desire to be seen as safe. I mean, I feel like everyone does. Like, everyone would hope that no one's, like, threatened by them. Like, I don't know. Like, for me, it's just an extra big deal when people are like, yeah, this one is safe. Like, that's, like, one of the best compliments is that, especially if it's a woman, because I feel like that's the group that would normally be most intimidated by a man. So especially if a woman is like, I mean, directly says, like, the girl who was like, yeah, I saw you from a distance, I could just, like, tell that you were sweet and I wanted to be friends. Like, so, like, direct, like, if a woman directly tells me that they feel safe with me, or indirectly, such as, like, carrying my groceries all the way into my building, despite not knowing me, but, like, I don't know. That's just, like, the biggest compliment. So it's very good. So apparently I'm seen as safe and approachable by the public, which is not something I knew about myself. I just assumed it was, like, awkward. Like, I just seemed awkward. But no, apparently the people fuck with me, which I'm very happy about. So yeah, college has been treating me well. That's kind of all I wanted to do. I don't know. I sort of just was in the streaming mood again. I got some resources, which is always good to have. Tough's pretty useful. Deep Slate's always fun. Great materials for roofing, and also tough for bordering the sidewalks at my base. But also, I haven't really done a whole lot on this world because, again, I've been going outside. I've been talking to bad bitches. Which actually, I will say, like, of the people at the club, a lot of them that have approached me have been women. Like, very much platonically. Like, I could sort of tell instantly. Like, yeah, no, with most of the times, like, yeah, no, this is not romantic. This is just friends. But, like, still, I don't know. I guess women are drawn to me platonically, not romantically, except for the one who I may possibly be going on a date with. I don't know if it's a date yet or not. I just know she invited me to accompany her to lunch. But, like, I feel like, I don't know. But yeah, that's where we're at. That is my life. Also imagine the storage is probably finished storaging whatever it was storaging. Oh yeah, I guess I'll also show you guys the witch farm, because that's probably something that's good to see. Oh, and also my copper farm seems to be broken, which is not great, but this is also the trial chambers update, so it could be worse. See, cobbled deep slate, tough. Very deep slate, ores, 16. Okay, I was gonna go in numerical order, but no. So let's see, how much is the golden carrot farm produced? Not a lot, admittedly. Also, did I ever show this build? No, because I don't think I've streamed since I've been at, I haven't streamed since I've been at college, and I built this building after getting here. So yeah, this is a new building. This is a new building. It doesn't really serve a purpose. I just wanted to build a building I just wanted to kind of recreate a building that's on my campus, because I thought it looked cool. So I did it! And now we have the... pretty much the only things in here are a loom that I've never used, and also maps, because I kind of wanted to like map out stuff, because I thought it would be cool. But I can't really show you those, because a lot of these buildings are like based off of my college buildings, and I put the reference, like, because you know how you can do sort of like banners, you can rename a banner in an anvil, and then it'll show up on a map. I did that, and in those banners I included the buildings that are referenced. So, yeah, let's not dox me. That would be bad. Oh, sorry, just checking something on my phone. So I guess that's a new thing that exists. Also the witch farm. The witch farm is right here. I forgot to turn off the mob switch, so I can't even really... Let me turn off the mob switch so I can demonstrate this farm, perhaps. Actually, no, I don't even really need to do that, because the chunk loaders like to... Basically, when I log off the world and log back on, the chunk loaders don't actually go in effect until you load them on at least one side of the dimension. So if I just do this, in theory, until I load the nether side of my mob switch chunk loader, it won't actually realize the chunk loader's on, and I actually have to turn this farm on so the witches will spawn inside of it because there are lighting blocks. Yep, chunk loader is not functioning right now. So, stand here, do this, and at some point, the witches will start flowing. Yep, there they go. See, it's pretty cool. It kind of just spawns a bunch of witches in the hut, then it minecarts them up to where I kill them, and it's pretty cool. And also, I have lit up every spawnable block within the spawning sphere, so nothing can spawn anywhere where the spawning sphere is actually loaded. So, witches only spawn in this farm, which is cool. And which is cool. And then also all of the items are being collected in my inventory right now, because I forgot to do filler items, and also I need to do something about the witch heads, because I have not set up a filter for those, because I forgot. Because I am a smart man. Yeah, I need to do that at some point, but can't be bothered right now. But if I do collect items in my inventory, I can just put them through there. But yeah, storage system, it's pretty much just what I had at the raid farm, but without emeralds. Yeah, it's... Oh, that's where I stored my extra witch heads. Okay. Yeah, I knew I'd put them in a chest somewhere so their NBT data wouldn't get fucked. But yeah, we got it. They auto-craft. Damn, shoddy. Okay, I crafted up apparently a lot of redstone blocks have gone into the system. But yeah, let me just... Fuck, I put golden carrots in there somehow. Okay. I mean, that wasn't really supposed to happen. Okay. Mess things up. Okay, go into the system. Okay, cool. Okay, I guess I just don't have a stack of golden carrots. Oh well, I have farms for both gold and carrots, so it really doesn't matter. But yeah, the witches, all their items get kind of spit up here and then dropped eventually. Yeah. They spin to the cobweb so that they so that they clump together, and then they get dropped into the item sorter. And no, this farm is not designed by me because I'm not smart. I don't know who it is designed by, and why are you able to... Are you in the sphere? You are in the sphere! Oh. Okay, well I was gonna end stream here, but now we have a new project we need to work on because I didn't see that it was in the sphere somehow. Okay, cool. But yeah, let's just quickly do that. See, are there any other land masses in here that I should know about? Okay. I mean, these are just tree leaves. That's all fine. Yeah, just this one mountain I somehow did not realize. Okay, well, the smart thing to do would be to frog light it. But counter argument, digging. Actually, does the beacon reach here? No, it doesn't. Where is the beacon? Oh yeah, no, it wouldn't anyway. So we will have to place in a spare beacon. And we'll also have to murder a creeper. So I guess this is going to be a digging stream now. Fuck you. And you. Alrighty, so. Beacon, it kind of just has to go somewhere where that is not inside the spawning range. Which is fine. Yep, still got my beacon. 36, boom, and boom. No. I don't... Do you have thorns? I don't know, I don't care, you don't anymore. See beacon. Also, we can just put the beacon box in our ender chest back in the inventory for now. We will need them to get shulker boxes for the grass and dirt and stuff, because I do intend to collect the items I dig from here, because spare resources. You can never have too many resources that will not end up getting used, because I just have not had the time or energy for a big build project, except for the witch farm. I did have energy for the witch farm. And I guess the one, I don't know. I think just the general sort of style I'm building my base in just doesn't seem to be working for me, so I need to figure out a way to, like, transition it into a different style that I can just kind of have more fun with. And it not be as high pressure as, like, design building and creative and gather a bunch of resources. Okay, we are going to do that just so I can get better frame rates, because this HUD is going to kill my frames. Oh my god. That's the other reason I wanted to just dig the whole thing away instead of torching it, because there's underground things you have to be aware of. Then I'd also have to light up the underground as well as the above ground, and I don't want to do that. Also, I don't really want any of these things. They can just, like, die or something. I don't know. So yeah, this... It's not going to look like the most natural terraforming. It's just kind of functional to sort of get the job done. as long as everything is just very far out, like very definitively outside of the red sphere, so that I know nothing can spawn. That's kind of all I really care about for this. Also free grass and dirt. They are my favorites. Also, let's just start off the ender chest here. No, there might be enough for shulkers of... Okay, so stone, dirt, grass. Yeah, let's see, we're just gonna go through here. Again, I'm very much overdoing it with the digging. I don't need to dig back this far. I just want to dig back this far. There's a difference. And also, yeah, all of this is very much within range of this beacon. So that's nice. And we're gonna start getting stone. Oh, I also need a shulker box for just miscellaneous bullshit. For the things like gravel. Alrighty. Stone. Alrighty. Got my shulker boxes, which also, there's really no good reason for me to organize things in the shulker boxes, because the storage system's just going to unload them and then repack them anyway. So, like, there's no good reason for me to do this. But I like to. I don't know, I like organization. It makes me happy. Plus the things I know I'm not going to get a lot of, like coal, ore, and gravel, that won't go up to full stacks, I can just kind of put them in there. There we go. Let's see. That doesn't look very natural. This little thing doesn't look particularly natural. Nope. Yeah, that's sufficient. Again, I don't really know why I care about making this look like it makes any kind of natural sense. I shouldn't, but I do. This is going to go down pretty far. Okay. So let's see. I think we're going to switch up the strat to just... I did this entire stream without music in the background. I knew I forgot something. The entire stream, the lo-fi in the background has just not existed. What am I doing? I gotta wait for it to load. Also, I love that my computer has just decided that different apps are going to get different priority levels in my headphones when I plug them in through my dock for whatever reason. I don't know why we're doing that. I don't love it. Don't love it, Microsoft. You could maybe not. That would be nice. There we go, we finally have the goddamn music. Hey, creeper. Yeah. That's what I thought. And yeah, wheat seeds. I really just do not need any more wheat seeds than I already have in my storage. I think I already have like a full chest full of, not a full double chest, just a full regular chest full of wheat seeds. I do not need any more. Yeah, that's fine. Copper ore. I love good bits of copper ore. I don't know why. I just do. See, yeah, okay, we still got quite a little bit left to go. Also forgot to place down a bed. See, I see a dirt there that I could save. Love resource conservation. There we go. Do like that a little bit. Rip. Hello, Asper. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. I think it looked a little more natural with that stone there. See, okay, we're making progress. We're making progress so that no one shall hinder the rates of the witch farm. No mob spawning shall affect the rates of this witch farm. It already was doing pretty good at night, but like, it could be better. We could make it better by just simply carving out the entire tip of a mountain, you know, as one does. I love taking the tip out of mountains. And it actually, I mean, minus the generation of the stone maybe, and well, no, even that looks, I don't know, it looks natural, kinda. Like, I could see that and be like, yep, this makes sense to be in the game. Whee! So many resources. Brown mushroom's nice. I don't think I have a lot of those. Because why would I have a lot of those? Okay, not a lot of grass, that's par for the course. The fact that we're doing the underground portion. Lots of headroom down there. Yeah, we still got some layers left to go, so we're just gonna churn through them. Yummy, yummy resources, give them all to me. Mushroom. We went down go. Where stop, baby? I don't know. Oh, I've been to Mushroom Mountain once or twice, maybe 1,000. Bro, no. Got Rabbit Hole by Spose stuck in my head now.